This is Adam Browne, or Kal Kat, the Kal Katster on the Kal Kat show. Adam Browne. The Browne Video Productions. It's been a long time since we updated anything on there. It's been a while, so I decided to update the channel. Yeah, there isn't much on there. On Location Missions had a pilot, but it wasn't taken, so I didn't know. It was a rejected pilot. It's on the other channel. We didn't end up using it, but you can watch what it was. So over here, I was looking at old nostalgic stuff from the Brady Bunch, because the Brady Bunch had that house with the orange Formica thing and all the wood paneling in the 60s and 70s. This house here is also from the 60s, and although some of it's changed, but we have the Formica cabinets there, still the way they were. The house is the way it was. They've chopped down some trees the way it was. The Browne house from the Browne production still exists. It still exists. I'm not going to tell you where, because then we'd have people going there. So I'm not telling you where. But I can tell you about the other house, because there was a super fan, Brady Bunch super fan in the family. Yvonne, who has passed since 2019. Yvonne, her house was done up like the Brady Bunch house inside. It had the orange cabinets in the thing. It had the wallpaper in the kids' rooms with the ships and spaceships and things, and all there were boats in the Brady Bunch when it was a spaceship in the other one. But it's a little different. But yeah, the kitchen was done up like the Brady Bunch kitchen. It had the same wooden facades. It had the same Formica kind of thing. It was done up like that. The dining room kind of was too. Actually, yeah, both were. Yeah, it was very, very similar. It was a split level house, so it had like a downstairs basement / other floor, and that'd be the only way you could build it and make it work. It was an older house. So in Portland, Oregon, long since gone. So I can tell you where that is. But yeah, over 20 years it's gone. And I was looking through this tour. There's the tours of the Brady Bunch house online. Apparently, the HGN people rebuilt the studio house that they only used the facade for the Brady Bunch. They rebuilt the inside to match the TV show. It's fairly on point model. It's excellent. It looks like the house. The stairs are in two different places and everything. And everybody that's got like a model thing saying that it would be blocky and you wouldn't see the stairs from the side and all that. And yeah, where are they facing? Are they facing this way or that way? This model kind of explains it, is that they just separated the buildings. They built a second building and had a second floor because it's only on one level. So they had to make it a two-story. So they had these two different sections they added 2,000 square feet to this set, basically, to include the other buildings in the hallway and all that. You can't go there. The contest is over, but oh well. Anyway, someday I want to visit the front of it, though. That'd be kind of cool. Anyway, so Yvonne's old house was like the Brady Bunch house, and a lot like it. And when they showed pictures of the living room set, wow, the whole house was done like it. I didn't realize that at the time. It should have. You look at those Browne Video Productions and you go like, are they actually in the Studio City, like leftover remains of the Brady Bunch house? Set from, no. It just, Sheets was a super fan. Yeah. And there's a plane flying overhead. Excellent. Yes, there always is a plane flying overhead. Yeah, so yeah, I'm going to leave it in. It's just a brief snippet, just to mention the old Portland house down there by Columbia River High and all that. Up north, where they did that was where that filming was done. That house, yeah, it's gone. That long since sold, yeah, so it was a Brady Bunch house. From the front, it didn't really look like it, but on the inside, it totally did. It had the shag rugs and the carpet and all that stuff, the wood paneling and all that stuff. We had wood paneling in this house originally in the living room. You can see it some of the. Took the wood paneling down, but we had that. We had shag carpets and all that stuff back in the 70s and 80s. Got rid of that. And then got rid of the second generation stuff in the 2010 stuff. Yeah, the early 2020s, the third generation stuff, got rid of it. But yeah, but some of the stuff here is still there. The bathroom is unchanged from the 60s. It's the same cabinet in this house. The bathroom is the same cabinet as it was in is that cabinet. So yeah, I could show you it, but it's kind of weird to show the bathroom. But yeah, yes, the same model as the one in the Milpitas Monster. So anyway, yeah, it's the same tract. Some of that movie was filmed a block away from here, at the Joe House, which is now a daycare, so you can't go over there. But it used to be the Joe House. That was on a block over. But yeah, let's see where this is positionally otherwise. But yeah, we had a Brady Bunch house, so that's kind of cool. Yeah. And I drew up models of it when I was a kid, trying to figure out where everything goes and where the other stuff goes. And in the 80s, they built the Chappelle Building Company. Some of the Chappelle houses that were built looked like what the Brady Bunch house would look like, and there are at least two locally that look like there it is. And in fact, I was at a third one recently, across the park on the other side of town, that looked like it would look if it was actually accurate. And it had like a split level up against the edge of the creek, and it had like the bottom floor down here and up there. Also, the split level plan was similar to the Cantrell's old house, which is long since gone, as well. It was a similar 60s motif, also remodeled in the early 2000s, and now it's gone. You can't go visit it. So it was in Campbell, but it was very similar to the Portland one. And it had like the front. You either put the stairs in the front or you put them in the back. And what the Cantrell one and the Yvonne one did, the Patchen house, that was what the Patchen house is. They put the stairs in the back. Either put them in the back, put them in the back, and then they can go down to the other level and come up to the front level. And if it was opened up, they could see the entryway and come in and go, oh, there's the entryway. There's the stairs they'd stand on. But yeah, if they built it like that, they cut the front off. But whereas this set house from the tour over there on that channel was one of the tour channel. I got one of the actors to show up there. I don't think they're doing that anymore. It's in Studio City. You can be out front, but can't go in. It's a private residence. But yeah, it's kind of funny. I was looking back, like, oh my goodness, yeah. Brady, who knew? Oh, makes sense though. Wallpaper in the kitchen was similar to the wallpaper in the kitchen. Yeah, there was a lot of stuff that was similar in that house. Wow, the Patchen house. So go back and look at my old videos of the Patchen house. Really, really old videos, and see us cast members down there in that basement, which was actually just the second floor of a split level. And go and see that. And there was an attic, but I never went up there. So it had all the levels. That would be how you do it. The way I pictured the Brady house is looking like the one on Hoster, where the way you see it in the show, you're actually seeing the side of the building. That's the way I would picture it. Like okay, this is it's a ranch style house, but it's turned sideways. So the carport's in the back, and this is the front. And when you step in, that sloping roof part is not in the front facing like the Hostetter house, which we don't own. It's just some house on Hostetter. It looks like the Brady Bunch house on the inside and the outside. So I've been in one of them. Yeah, it does. It really does. The architect was like, yeah. That was the old Flo Boss house. We've been in there. It's a Brady Bunch house. And we went nuts when we were in there. It wasn't really, but it was spot on. It was great. Yeah, the since gone. They don't live there anymore. Don't go down Oscar. Anyway, so but the house is still there. That's a tract, and they all kind of look this. This one looks more like this one's not that. There's no creek because there's no. So yeah, there was a sloping area, and they were making it like a. So that's what I would do. If it was a sloping area, you'd build it so like, okay, he's not really on the attic. He's really just on the second floor. Yeah, so there's 3 floors because the attic is large because it swoops upward in front when you walk in. And then you see the stairs over there, and you walk in, you turn around, and there's the kitchen and the dining room, carport, and all that stuff on the side because it's turned sideways. All these other guys that dropped the Brady Bunch house, drawing it up wrong. They're making it blocky like the Yvonne house, the Patchen house. And it wouldn't be if it was turned just slightly to the side and sloping. But that house wasn't, but sloped in the back. It was turned as in go around this way. Yeah, so it's sideways, straight. So that's how you do it. But yeah, so you have like this and this and this. Yeah. So anyway, it didn't look like that from the front at all. But inside, it was done up like the Brady house. Just realized that after like having last seen it about 20 years ago, that it was a Brady Bunch house inside. Hoodoo. Well, it really was. So you can go back and watch my videos and go like, oh, that does look familiar. It's not the set in Paramount. We weren't on Paramount. It wasn't a soundstage. It wasn't a studio. It was just family videos, but we pretended it was a studio. It really wasn't. Anyway, so yeah, so the other, yeah, we had like a Christmas special. We did a Christmas special. It was called On Location Missions Christmas and New Year's. Yeah, and it was ultimately that's the only one we did a couple months ago. And yeah, there's no footage, no video footage of it. It's just pictures. I suppose I can post the slides of the show on the other channel on On Location Cat. You can watch it there. But really, yeah, I could, yeah. There's much to see. That you wouldn't get the context. Yeah, I suppose a slide thing could go up here if you want to put a slide thing up, but it doesn't. Yeah, there's a lot of talk in it about things that happened in it. It's not really apropos for this particular channel. Was the thing. Yeah, talking about the Brady Bunch house and Yvonne house, the Patchen house. Yeah, but yeah. My rough sketch here. Okay, so you have the house, the Studio City, right? That. It's sideways there. The stairs. The stairs are actually, when you walk in, spin around. It's going up that way. You think it would be the other way? It's that way. It's that way. Oh, yeah. So there are 2 stairways. There's one going that way and one on the other side of the house going the other way. The one on the other side of the house going the other way, that's the one that they stand on. That's the one over here that has access to the attic. Yeah. And there's a lower area here where the carport is. Down on this level, and that's where the kitchen is. Now in the Patchen house, the lower level was the kind of the basement. So there was no kitchen, that was where the living room was instead. The kitchen was in the middle. And everything else was in the middle, and there was an attic. A little different. But yeah, it had, yeah, that's how you do it. Anyway, so, at least, when the Brady Bunch movie came out, I did an accurate drawing of it. Yeah, but oh well. Anyway, so, and the Cantrell house was different because it had an upper level here, but inside. So yeah, that's the street corner. This is actually the window where you turn around and you see that stained glass window. It's actually not better. The bedroom's up above it. Anyway, I'm not an architect, but anyway, so yeah, so silly. I just thought to chime in on that because it was nostalgic. Yeah.